Hello, everyone. This is Latoya back again. I am Latoya of Infinite Nature, and I'm getting on because we're having a 5-day raw vegan challenge for the spring equinox, which starts on March 15th through March 19th, and you will break your fast if you decide to join, and I hope you do, on March 20th, which is the first day of spring, aka the spring equinox. And the reason why I decided to host these challenges, and I've been doing it since May of last year, is because back before I was pregnant and had my child and all of that, I used to do liquid fast during the change of the seasons. And what I found is that it was very beneficial to me to connect me with the earth. It also reset my body, my mind, my spirit, and so much more. And it just benefited me. I felt like I was more connected to myself, and I was more creative and things of that nature. There's so many benefits, and I've always shared it on my platform, and I shared on my YouTube channel, Infinite Nature. But I want to just let people know is that when I share my experiences, it's not just about the food. It's not just about animals, because I know the word vegan is, connected to the animal, rights and things of that nature, which is great. And the only reason why I use the term vegan is because everybody seems to be more familiar with that term. I prefer plant-based because it's more to me than just a certain thing. It's, to me, health is holistic. Health is a journey, and it can be fun and exciting. And I feel like a lot of times when you start to talk about eating healthier, or you start talk about health in general, that can be not so fun for some people, especially if you have health conditions, or especially if you find that you have certain family members that may be going through some things. Sometimes people don't want to talk about that, or they just see it as dull or boring or whatnot. And I just want people to know that it can be fun, it can be exciting, it can be what you want it to be. And it's not just about releasing weight, because I find that when you focus more so on like the surface or on the physical, then not saying that happens with everybody, but I find that when it's very surface level, when you're doing things like this, that you have a tendency sometimes to revert back to old behaviors, or it can get worse. So for me, having these challenges and hosting the challenges like gives me the ability to like showcase that that is deeper than a physical, and to not get caught up in what is beauty and what is a reasonable weight, because everybody's different. Everybody's genes are different, so we don't want to take it there. But for me personally, even with me being small, and believe it or not, I have experienced a lot of negativity, or something happened to my internet is a little off, so I wasn't sure if it cut me off or not, but I'm back. But even with me, and me being a smaller woman, naturally smaller woman, when I went on my journey, and I was feeling good about myself, but I started to release weight, because when you eat raw, you're not eating this. There's a lot of things that you don't need to eat raw. So I wasn't eating like potatoes, or, I wasn't eating rice, even though you can sprout those, you can sprout quinoa, but I wasn't eating those things because you don't really eat those raw. So of course you're going to release certain weight. And, I received a lot of judgments on that, and some of it was real true concerns, and some of it was just, you could just tell it was just rude, straight up. So I know what it's like from my perspective and my experience, and so I can only imagine how many people who have who experience who are overweight or whatever, that they have experienced a lot of judgment that comes with being overweight. So I get it. It's just on a different spectrum. People tend to think they can say any and everything because you're small and because everybody's trying to be small, right? So with that being said, that's why I strive to not focus so much on like weight, because I feel like as you focus on like the experience of this challenge and the experience of just eating more plant-based foods, and I know that some people may eat meat and have no intention to ever eat plant-based ever on a regular basis, which is fine. But I find that when I began to eat more plant-based foods, I realized that I didn't eat as much when I was eating meat. So I feel like this challenge is good for anyone. It's just so that you can just get a reminder to eat more plant-based foods, to eat more, to create foods from scratch, so that to be more creative in the kitchen. Because a lot of times people think, oh my gosh, what do you eat? It's like, I eat all types of stuff. There's so much variety, and once you begin to expand your horizons when it comes to food, you'll begin to realize that there's so many fruits and vegetables that are native to other parts of the world that you've never eaten before. And there's things that may be native in your area or native, that's not far from you, that you've never even tried because you're so focused or fixated on eating the same type of food. So that's part of the reason why I love doing things like this. And it's also to create some level of connection with others, community with others, support, because I know for me, when I started my journey, having support, even if it's somebody that I don't know and they are far away and it's just through internet, having some level of support is a big deal. I remember when I began to eat plant-based, it was with my husband, like connecting with him online. I connected with him online, and he was sharing with me his enthusiasm to, in regards to eating plant-based, and just sharing with me how to do it. And I was just like, it was something I always wanted to do. I just never had the environment or the people around me that actually did it. So just having that one person, no matter how far away they are, just telling me how I can do it, and that it's not as difficult as I think it is, that right there is a big deal. So for me, this is about a holistic circle, because when you focus on one area of your life, it impacts all other areas, so that's the point of the challenge. It starts on March 15th, and it ends on the 19th, and then you can break your fast on the 20th. I don't know if I said that before, but that's how it goes. You do get pre-recorded videos for each day, and also there's recipes. There are food demos that has not been seen by anybody but the people who sign up for the challenge. You'll be the first to see it, and then after that I will release it later on to the public. But the key is that you get it first, and that, to me, that's a big deal, because I remember I went on a huge hiatus when it came to making food demos. So I'm so glad I'm getting back to the groove of it, and doing these challenges helped me stay committed to making food demos and making videos, sharing, just things that I have experienced and want to share with others who may be going through the same things that I've gone through. And you could take what resonates with you and what doesn't have to. But I don't want people to feel like this has to be something hard or strenuous, or that you have to eat plant-based all the time or something. I'm not one of those dogmatic vegans or whatever the case may be. My biggest thing is to make sure, okay, because my internet went out a little bit, so I don't know if it went off, but I'm back. But like I was saying, is that my biggest thing is I just want people to eat more fruits and veggies, especially now with all the things that are going on in our world. We need to really increase our immune systems, and so that we can be healthier, and so that we don't come up with any type of unnecessary illnesses or whatnot, And also, there was something else that I wanted to say in regards to the purpose of this. Oh, and also for us to take more responsibility for our health, and know that we can go to the earth in order to get those things. I feel like a lot of times, especially in Western society, it's easy to get caught up and depending on others to help, not to help. It's okay to ask for support, but to allowing people to really take control of your health that is, to me, very dangerous. I feel like it's important to do that for yourself. And so, of course, if it's necessary, if you need to go and get support when it comes to the doctor, or if you have certain conditions, of course you can do that. But I'm just saying, I just feel like it's important for us to connect more with our body. It's important for us to connect more with our intuition and to intuitively eat. That is the key, is to understand the why we are doing things. Why am I eating this way? Why do I choose not to eat at all? Because some people don't eat nothing when they're stressed. Why do you choose to eat when all types of craziness that's not good for you when you are stressed? Like, really just delving deep and understanding why you do the things you do. And this challenge helps people be able to, or supports people in being able to recognize and identify those things, and understanding that it's more mental than anything else. It's more mental than anything else. And so that's all that I wanted to share for now. Hopefully I didn't forget anything that I wanted to say, but I just really wanted to make this known, that this is not just about foods, animals, the body, or whatnot. Is bigger and deeper than that. And I know that for some people, they're just like, people are so caught up in labels and so caught up in how things should be said or worded, but it's like, it is what it is. That's how it's your experience. And don't get so caught up in labels. And also, I don't want people to feel like they have to eat, like they have to be a certain way to join this challenge, or that it has to be so restrictive. It doesn't have to be that way. So you can go and sign up at loveinfinitenature.com, or you can go to the link in the bio if you're on Instagram, or if I decide to upload this anywhere else, you can look at the description. But that's all that I wanted to share for now. Have a great day. Bye.